as we get ready for the Make More Content Holiday Marketing Accelerator, which is accelerator designed to help businesses to make sure that you are ready for the holidays. And that's why I was like, you know what, Letitia, I was like, Letitia, can you come on and help us with our email marketing? And this is that conversation. And I'm going to bring Letitia up. So Letitia, and I'm looking over. So for any of you who've watched any of my lives, and you know, we like to try to do creative things. So hey to the LinkedIn community who's watching over there as well. And I'm excited about what is happening in the marketing space, and especially for small businesses. And for those who know AI, I'm a big AI enthusiast, and how you can use AI in your content. And by being able to not only organize your thoughts ahead, I'm going to share this on my feed sometime soon, but just being able to, like, I'm kind of stuck. What kind of strategies do I do if you're a solo team or have a small team, and being able to use AI to help you to be able to be more efficient, to organize your thoughts, and then of course create some fantastic content that would help your audience, help you reach your customers sooner and faster. And so Letitia, and now hopefully that request went through so that you can, and where are my manners? Hey, Lenora. Hey, small YouTubers. Hey, and I hope I'm saying this correctly, Jamma Face Beauty. Hello, welcome. Thank you all for joining us here for strategy sessions. Who told me to come up with that tongue twister there as we get into this? So now, yesterday we spoke with Wes Walters, and Wes gave us a great breakdown around customer experience. Gave us the tips of like asking the tough questions. And I have a feeling, like, I know Letitia is about to give us that as well, in just asking the hard questions. Letitia, good day. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
That's exactly what I said. I told everyone that I'm always excited when you have one for experts in their fields who have spent years just diving into the nitty gritty of like what makes content, customer experience. Tomorrow we'll be talking about sales, what makes all of that work and come together. And just because you're here. So thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
So if you want to, let's, you know what I said to the folks, I said to you, I was like, it's just a conversation. So we're just going to get into all the nitty gritty. So first and foremost, Letitia Petway, give us your elevator pitch, your who, what, where, and how long you've been here, because you've been in the digital space for a long time.
Okay. Hey, I'm Letitia Petway. I have been doing email for 10 years. I started on the ESP side and moved quickly into strategy uh, within the ESP, then to, agencies and so forth and so on. I am the owner operator of Social Juice Consulting. I have clients that I really run their email marketing programs. I do strategy with them, not only outline just the strategy for their program, but I also execute it as well. Um, and when I'm not, and I do that full time and on the side. So email is my life almost. When I am not uh, living in my computer and in someone's ESP and planning email marketing strategies, I'm at home with my husband. I have two kids, a senior and a 5-year-old baby girl who I had to get out of this house, or you would have definitely seen her today. So yeah, that's
A
me.
woman who does it all, a woman who does it all. And I love that. Just even you, and there are already so many questions going on in my mind where you said ESP. Let's start there, because what we like to do during strategy sessions, because there's a wide range of people who are tuning in and watching us. And hey, Natasha, over there on the other side. And let's start there, because we want to make sure that we make this digestible, and so that they really are able to walk away with
okay, I'm much more clear and I understand, or oh no, I need to change my entire plan. So yes, Letitia, what's ESP?
ESP stands for email service provider. So your platform that you're using to send your emails out of, that is an ESP. So um, I started a small ESP, iContact. I don't know if a lot of people know about iContact, but it's local to here in Raleigh, North Carolina. You're familiar if they're main competitors with names that you are familiar with, like Constant Contact and Mailchimp. But I'll also just throw out there one of my favorite ESPCs is Klaviyo. It's a really great e-commerce platform, really great integration. And it's a really great space, especially if you're in the e-commerce space starting off. They also offer SMS, but it's a really great space to be and to grow and scale within that particular ESP. I'm a major fan of right now.
Oh, awesome. And I've been hearing a lot about them too, so I might have some additional questions there. But email marketing, what is it and why should we be even considering that as a part of our content marketing strategy?
Okay, yes, of course. Email marketing, it's this field has just tremendously tripled or doubled in the engagement or how important it is over the years, especially once we hit COVID, because businesses needed to learn how to sell their products online because you were really in stores or in the airports. It's just local. So we had to really
Right,
understand e-commerce when 2020 hit. And that's when email marketing really, everyone really understood the value of it. It's direct
right.
communication to a list of people. You think of these people like your phone book, your black book, um, direct communication, friends and family and acquaintances that you can keep up to date with information that's important to you and your business. Sell if you need to. It's direct communication into the inbox, and not only just to their inbox, it's their personal inbox. You have their cell phone numbers,
Right.
so it's super important to engage in, to get in front of everybody or the masses. It's super cost effective. The ROI for email marketing is $36 for every $1 spent.
30,
When done
and I have, if
right,
you see me looking down, it's like always having my phone to like, I need to take these notes. So say that stat for us again.
the average ROI for email marketing is $36 for every $1 spent.
Wow.
It's
So
crazy.
just
So
just
when
translating that for folks, so like when it just $1 of your marketing, because so many times people from the video side of things or even social, people are wondering like, is it worth it, is the investment worth it? And that's what you're saying. When you invest in your email marketing, that just from $1, the ROI, the return on investment for your business, for your company, like boom, right there. And I see some comments flying out there. So Mel says, I hate writing emails. I know I can get AI to assist, but it still feels like she's pulling teeth.
so somebody called me and my earphone just kind of blanked off. That's why I'm up here trying to reconnect it. But anyway. Yeah, so when you do it right, you can really make money in email marketing when done correctly. It can really be a really great source channel for you. For the clients that I've worked with, email marketing falls between 2 and 3, the top 2 or 3 generating email channels for their entire brand. And these are companies, these are large companies that bring in, a few $1 million a
Right,
year.
right,
Email marketing is like the second or the third channel to direct ads, or sometimes to really Google ads or paid advertisements. Depending on the client, email marketing typically falls in the second largest generating channel for your program. So it's something that you really want to pay attention to, be very intentional about it, but it can really be a really great channel for you. It's a really great space to automate your messaging, things that you want to say, hey, don't you want to buy this? You can automate those things. You don't have
Just
to
give them some
pull a list.
tips of, right, right,
You can automate things. So things that emails that you would want to send out, but you have to spend time putting it together. Once you put the front end time together and set it up, you have a lot of stuff working for you in the background that you don't have to touch every day. You can manage your day-to-day activity. Mobile friendly.
yeah,
Everybody is on their cell phones. Everyone's on their cell phones. I laid in the bed last night and made a whole purchase on Amazon. Point being, I can lay in the bed, check my email, click through to your website and make a purchase while I'm laying in the bed. So you can access people where they are. They don't have to come back home and open their computers and look at their emails to engage with you.
it's
You can engage
it's
with
right
them when
here,
they're international. So
right,
yeah, I wanted to go back and talk about her question or comment about writing. You know, if you get a start, AI can help you out. You know, even if you get a start, there are a lot of different channels that you could say, write an email or a blurb about this product. These are the features, and then allow the tool to give you to spit out some options, and then you can then go and change it around, make it work. But you know, if you give the AI tool something to work with, it'll
right.
turn you around some really great information for you to use in your email. But obviously you want to read it and make sure that it's organized in the way that it should be.
Right. It makes sense. It makes sense for your brand. It's not, because I always say to folks, especially when you are just getting started with ChatGPT is it's a language model, so it's going to learn based off how many times you give it data, you give it information. So that's an excellent point of just making sure that you get all of those elements together and getting them straight. So thank you for that part. So this our week of strategy session conversations are really helping people to get ready for the holidays. Like, this is the time of year where you can cash in, because people, they're like in bed and like, oh, I gotta get something for Letitia, or I gotta get something for a work,
Yeah.
a holiday party, or whatever that case in that scenario might be. So what do we need to pay attention to? And there's two questions. The first one is how to get started, because there might be some people in the chat. Let us know if you are already doing email marketing. That's a one if you are. Drop a one if you're already doing email marketing. And then the second question that I have for you is, yes, just based around, okay, the holidays are here. What are the do's and the don'ts?
Okay. I would love to hear who's doing. To get started, you know, there's so many ESPs out here in this world, which I appreciate that concept. It's a reminder that you can start the business that you want. You just have to find what differentiates you from other businesses,
Right.
but don't let the fact that it's already out there stop you from starting that business. But there's so many ESPs. I would really do some research to understand which one works best for you. If you can get like a tutorial to understand, if you can, to learn or make sure that you're confident in using the system, but you want to know, you want to make sure that it can do what you need it to do. So if you have a e-commerce platform, does it integrate with your shopping cart? What integrations are also available, because you might have a ticketing system that you might be a nonprofit and you take donations and you want to, you know, pull in those donations so you can track the revenue per email.
Right.
Does it integrate with that donation system? So understanding the integrations that are offered by these platforms are very important, because you don't want to move around and have to set up and then say, oh man, it doesn't do this. Now you have to move to a whole new platform. And migrating an ESP is very time consuming, and there's a lot of things that you have to do. A lot goes into migrations. So you want to do some research first. And then if you pick the right platform, they should have opportunities in the platform to get you started, like templates. And they should have a really robust um, um, help section that has
Okay.
articles and videos on how to do things. But they usually have like a wizard tool to say, hey, this is your automation platform. you don't have these things set up, and it'll tell you kind
Right.
of go ahead and set these items up. So that's the quick and easy way, I would say. Just start, do your research first, but then
Right.
just start. And then, you can call me and then I can kind of give you some tips on the way.
There it is. But let's recap that. So basically, you said like do your research. So just don't go and
Don't
out
pick
there
anything.
willy-nilly anything. And a lot of them do have like a comparison chart, and they say, and there's so many people who've written blogs, and a lot of marketers who've written blogs comparing and contrasting the ESPs that are out there, the email service providers.
Yeah.
So do your research first, find out exactly, and at minimum, what should people have? I kind of heard some of it. There is the integrations into maybe their store. If they're a nonprofit, making sure that they can seamlessly flow with maybe some of the donation tools that are already existing on their website. And so those
Like,
two essentially.
yeah, like,
Templates.
so yeah,
Templates.
integrations, templates, those things are available in the app. But what are the capabilities of the program? Can you just set up a welcome message? And do you have to pay to set up a abandoned cart and a browse abandoned, or just are all the automations available to you? Some ESPs make you pay for the ones that you really need,
Really,
and
yes.
they kind of give you freebies on the ones that are like, well, this is just good to have.
Right.
So understanding, when I pay this amount, do I have to pay a higher tier to get the things that I really need? Because there might be another ESP that just gives you everything that you need. So just understanding what's available to you. You want to know your tech stack. And when I say tech stack, what are all the technologies that you are using to make
Right.
your business work? And then what of those do you need to integrate into the email so you can capture data, so you can know who your subscribers are, have information about your subscribers? We want to make sure that goal falls into that integration comment that we talked about, but you want to make sure that things are seamless, that you don't have to find so many workarounds
Right.
to get the job done. You want an ESP that makes it easy for you to work.
That's awesome. So do your research, find out what integrations you may need, or as we said, your technology stack. What are all the technology tools that that you use in your business that may need to be integrated into your email marketing system? Because I did a live yesterday on LinkedIn just talking about your customer funnel, like understanding before you create your content, understand who your customer is. So your email marketing can help you do that, because you can start segmenting your list. You can start just really understanding who opens what when, and testing some A/B testing. And I know that's like so granular. We're not going to go all the way there, but this is why it is setting this up and having this as a part of your entire plan, not just one thing. It's not just social. It's putting all of these pieces together. So that was awesome. Oh, and then also you said that there's typically some sort of hub or FAQ that they would also be
help
able
section
tutorials. And then last but not least, just call Letitia. So just reach out to her.
Also, just I wanted to throw this in there, even on their help section. Some ESPs only offer help at like you can talk with someone or chat to someone at a certain tier. I need to be able to talk. If at least let me get into the chat on the general plan.
Right.
Like, don't make me pay on the third or fourth tier just so I can talk to somebody. So be mindful of what is available to you at the level that you need, because you might not need level 3 starting out, right? So understand what support is available to you. That also should help you make that, just narrow down the ESP as well.
Awesome. Let's transition to the holidays, which are like we're a little over a month away.
Here.
What are the do's? Let's start with the don'ts. What do we need to don't do that?
Don't not clean your list, or let me say that's a do. So let me not do that. We'll go back to that. We'll talk about that.
because that's important.
Don't just send to everybody at one time. I'll just say that. Don't send to everybody. Don't um don't
Oh, we spoke about this before, before coming on the live, is don't like wait till the holidays. Like don't wait until the
right.
day before, or don't wait till Thanksgiving to just put that out there, because people be
It's
like,
like
who
the
are you?
opposite of it's like the opposite of my dues. Don't just wake up and say, oh, I'm gonna do this email, and then you don't get it out until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll talk about the opposite of that when it comes to planning.
Yeah.
I
And
would
we go to the
honestly avoid,
Jews. Yeah.
I would I would really avoid using the same promotion. Don't start Black Friday and then just say, now it's Cyber Monday and it's the same promotion. And then it's Cyber Week and it's the same promotion into the holiday. And then you just offer the same promotion through December. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. We need to break it up. Those
And what
are
about the
some big
Jews?
don'ts.
Yeah,
The dudes on the opposite of,
red
look, these are the
flags.
things, right? Let's stay on the positive. Please do these things because it's October. It's October 19th. Right now, this is the best time. Start cleaning your list. Run a re-engagement campaign. Understand,
What does
find out,
that mean?
acknowledge,
Cleaning your list.
clean
What does that mean, cleaning your
your.
list?
We need to know who are the people that are not opening our emails versus the people that are opening our emails. Who are the people that are, opening and clicking? That's where we focus on right now. We're not really focusing on the people that made a purchase. Who is opening and who is not opening? We need to separate those people. We don't want to email the people that are not opening your emails right now. We clean our list, which is the way the process is literally creating a segment of people that, let's say, haven't opened an email in the last 90 to 60 90 to 90 days to 120 or 80 days. So
Okay.
3 to 6 months. Who has not opened our email from 3 to 6 months?
Okay.
And then those are the people you want to start excluding from every email right now. One, we are increasing our sender reputation when we only email people that are engaging with our emails. The more you increase your sender reputation, the more inboxes that you will get into.
Oh, we need to pause on that for a second, because that's
Deliverability is a big deal.
Yes. So your email sender reputation, break that down a little bit more.
Okay, so let's just use Gmail as an example because it's easy to use Gmail.
Okay.
If you have 100 contacts, you have a massive list of all these ESPs that you're emailing. Gmail is the largest group of emails that you're emailing. If 90% of your Gmail contacts are not opening your email, then you have a low sender reputation with Gmail specifically. Now, at your whole customer list, if 80% of your contacts are not opening your email, it's pretty sure you have a low sender reputation with your domain.
Right.
Let's go back to Gmail. So let's say we have a low sender reputation with Gmail specifically. That's probably the worst. How can you fix this? You need to segment the people of Gmail that are not opening your emails. And then you need to stop sending to them. Gmail, all ESPs, but Gmail and other ESPs decide where your email goes. They decide if your email goes in the spam folder or not. The more people with that one particular domain that are opening your email, if the percentage is higher, then it's like, this is a good sender. You can go into the inbox. And Gmail filters their inbox. It's all the inbox. Everybody thinks because you landed the promotions folder that you're not in the inbox. It's all the inbox. They've just filtered your inbox for you. And I actually like it. But Gmail will say, you can go into the inbox. You have a really good reputation. But if 90% of your Gmail contacts aren't opening your email, they say, nope, spam, spam. How do we change
Right.
that around? Stop sending to those people that aren't that aren't opening your email. The more you send to those people that are actually engaging, I don't care if it's 20 people, those 20 people, 19 of those people are going to open your email, and that is going to skyrocket your reputation with Gmail.
Right.
So we want to increase our sender reputation, because guess what's going to happen? When the holidays hits in and you're ready to start sending your Black Friday emails, you want to slowly creep in those unsubscribers, and not even those not unsubscribers, those unengaged. And not really that you're creeping in those unengaged, but
Right.
you might want to email people that purchased last holiday, right?
Yeah.
You have a segment. Who are the people that purchased Black Friday last year? Some of those people may not have engaged with you in the last 3 months.
Right.
In order for that email to fall into those people's inboxes, your sender reputation needs to be in a good standing space. The way to do that is to stop sending to the people that are not engaging with your emails. So as you start to send to people that may not have engaged, you have a better chance of landing in their inboxes because they haven't received an email from you in a while.
I don't know if you can see the chat, but it's like, folks, over great tip. I'm looking at the other monitor and see LinkedIn is like, wow, good to know. So that was that worth the price of admission? I just want to see some more of that for Letitia, because it's true. When time is so precious and of the essence. So knowing that you can start now, even if it's just like, hey, just checking in or figuring out what that conversation might be like for your audience, doing that today and maybe another one next week. And if you even once a week, or and I know, Letitia, you're going to give us some best practices before we wrap up. But if it's even doing that, you're putting yourself in a much better position than in November, when everybody, like, we're trying to get you ahead of the game here.
Yeah.
Because November hits, everybody's scrambling. No, but not you, because you were on strategy sessions with the Make More content.
That's right. That's right. So do this now. Start cleaning your list up so you know who your engaged contacts are. And what I would say, when you launch your holiday sales, your Black Friday sales, when you do decide to, because you want to really send to as many people. This is the Black Friday. This is the biggest holiday sale of the year, right? So you want to get it out to as many people as possible. You can start to, expand your list a little bit, widen your net, but you want to do that in a very strategic way, like throttling them in. Or maybe you have a list of contacts that these are my unengaged contacts, but they have at least opened in the last year, but maybe it's not in the most recent 3 months. Let's segment those into smaller batches so you can add small batches of those unengaged contacts to your email at a time. Don't add them all at once. That'll just ruin you, all the hard work you've done,
Right.
and then you just fail. So if you do decide to add some people that haven't really engaged with your emails in a while, do it in small batches so it doesn't affect the work that you're putting into it. So that's something that you should do right now. You can even test. Halloween is like a hit and miss holiday for some of my clients as it relates to like sales. But because of that, test out some sales that you haven't really done before. If you want to do like a BOGO or, one of those tiered offerings, buy this for this, buy things at this price and then get this price. And you buy, the tiered up or tiered down sale offers. You can test that on
Right.
Halloween, see what the engagement is, because that could be what you bring back for Black Friday, but a different number, if that makes sense.
All of this, and just like tying into the strategy part of things, the execution, and we're trying to get you to that get those dollars coming in through the door. So I'm looking at, like, as we're wrapping this, Letitia, best practices, and it almost feels like this has just been building anything, and I'm like, best practices, trends, like, what do we need to look out for in the next 3 months, or just what's coming that we should pay attention to so that our audience can walk away? Because you already heard, If you don't have an email subscriber platform, if you don't have that, then go ahead and do the research and then start your email now, like today, even if it's whatever that campaign might look like.
Mm-hmm. So some trends that you could look out for is just more personalization. Right now, like a lot of the main personalization that we're doing are engaged segments. Who's engaged in 30 days, 90 days, 120 days. And then there's some others like who's purchasing segments. But you're going to see us do more personalization because it's really about connecting to the many one individuals, right? One-on-one. So, creating more segments or more specific segments on like maybe their topics of interest. Who has purchased in this particular product collection, or who's interested in who are the people that are interested in these topics? This information we're not going to send to everybody. We're only going to send it to these people. We're going to really dive into encompassing and executing, truly sending the right message to the right person, right? And then you go to at the right time. That's an automated thing. But sending the right message to the right person is super key. Sending it to the right time is added to that. But that's when you go into segmenting and, when that message should actually go out. So buying patterns, understanding your customers' buying patterns, and then segmenting based on those patterns, understanding what type of call to actions they're clicking on or their call to action behaviors, and then segmenting based on that. So more subscriber personalization, populating products that they were viewing in the email. And this is not a browse abandon. This is a regular calendar send email that you're also like, hey, you were checking this out. That's dynamic content. So better using dynamic content. You're going to see more of just subscriber personalization over the next, I would say, moving into 2024. But you'll see that a lot in this holiday season as well. Interactive emails. That's something that I've heard talked about over the last few years, but you have to manipulate how something such as like a timer or a countdown, you manipulate that for it to actually work in the email. You're going to see more of that, really playing out, especially with AI being a thing now. You're going to see timers and countdowns actually working without making it an animated GIF. You'll see those, or being able to complete polls and surveys within your email. You'll be able to see those interactive emails come to play, or finding opportunities to do those a little bit better in the upcoming year.
That's so awesome. So anyone, if you are just tuning in, you're going to have to catch the replay, because Letitia Petway has given us all the gems that we need to start today to get our email marketing together so that we are ready. We've been priming our audience. They know that we're here. We've cleaned our list to make sure that we have an engaged community that we will then send content to, send our email campaigns. This was a big do not that I heard. Don't use the same email campaign for each and every holiday. Take a little time. Join the Make More Content Holiday Accelerator so that you have already put all of that content together, so that you're ready to hit those campaigns, and it'll be sweatless because you've already done the work on the front end. Letitia, any parting words? This has been phenomenal. I'm glad it's recorded, because then I got to go back and I was like, listen, T, we got to make sure. Yeah.
I feel like there wasn't enough time to really go through everything, but because there's so much into it. But I'll say for the holidays specifically, plan out your activities, plan out your emails, create a content calendar so you know what you're sending. It's a busy time, but it doesn't have to be stressful, and you don't have to be on the wire. Plan out the holiday offers. You have a lot going on. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you got Cyber Week, you got Giving Tuesday, Small Business Saturday. Decide what you're going to participate in and what you're not going to participate in. Make a content calendar and plan out your sends, and go ahead and start building your emails. Again, consider changing your offer. If you're going to, pro tip, consider creating a list of people that have purchased in the last 90 days or 30 days, or those people that are, including those people that are actively opening and clicking your emails. Make that a VIP list. Send them a pre-holiday, a pre-Black Friday special. Start your Black Friday 2 days early, only to that list of people. That's giving them VIP treatment, and that might even be a completely different offer. And then you launch all big Black Friday on the day that you planned. That's just something that's some fun. And that also just gives you a spike on your revenue that you can make for the holiday. So something else. Last thing I would say, outside of planning your campaigns, just make sure you segment your contacts. Make sure you have like your general engaged holiday list. But then make sure you have a segment of people that have purchased last year. So you can include those into your sends. And then if you decide to send several times a day, because we do send several times a day once Black Friday hits, change up your segments. Don't send to the same segment at 9 o'clock and then at 1 o'clock and then again at 6 o'clock as a reminder. Change those segments up. That could be like you send to your massive list first. Your second could be a resend to those people that didn't open. Your third send could be a resend to the people that clicked but didn't purchase. So just change up your audience as you're resending throughout the day. That's it. There's so much, but I hope that we've given you like some
you just have to come
good
back.
things.
That's all. You just have to come back. And really, I'm like, Letitia, we need to do a special class just on a special seminar workshop just on email marketing, because this is the next 60 days, but then you start getting into New Year's. That's a whole thing of people wanting to do new change, transformation, all of that.
Yeah.
So I'll be back. So Letitia, thank you. This was fantastic. Where can people find you?
Thanks for having me. You can find me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, then I want to say it's Letitia Petway. It might be Letitia Bowler, but we'll drop my link in the chat so you guys can check me out.
Yes, so
or
we'll definitely have it in our show notes.
For the Instagram audience, you have my Instagram too. But yeah, you can contact me there too at Justiche.
Awesome. Again, thank you, Letitia. So we've been talking about how to win, like your inbox, get your inbox straight.
You got
the
this.
Holidays with and that's it. Mic drop. There's so many gems. Go back and listen. Go back and take some notes and leave a comment. That's just one. We're all about accountability and taking action here. So leave a comment and say, "I got this." Like, I got this. That you're going to jump in. You're going to start today, this weekend, to get your content together. And for those of you who are like, okay, I'm already there. I've already got that figured out, and you want just need help with doing a light content audit to help you even begin to think about your holiday marketing, go ahead and type the word audit in the comments, and we can send you a worksheet that will just help you get your content together so that you know what kind of content to point people to in your email marketing campaign. So again, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Letitia. We've got one more day.
Thanks so much for having
tomorrow.
me.
Bye-bye.
All right, enjoy.
One more day, y'all. We've got Ruth coming up tomorrow, and she'll be talking to us about sales. Same channel, same time, 12 p.m. EST, and we're getting ready for the Make More Content Holiday Accelerator. So like all of these gems, this information, our goal is we are here to help you get your content on point in time for the holidays, bring in that extra, or for some, like just rolling in, serving your audience, and of course, making some extra money while you're doing it. Thanks, everyone. I'm Liberty, and I will catch you next time. Bye.